Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to get started on part 25 of the Case 310G Dozer restoration project. I apologize for all the noise. Charlie has both ends of the building wide open and he's doing some spring cleaning. The primary focus of today's video is going to be disassembly of the final drives. This one has pretty well just fallen apart. This is the one we have the slight damage to the bearing journal right there in the center of the final drive casting. This bearing is easily removable. I'm not exactly sure if I will either order the bearing kit off of eBay that comes with all new bearings and some bearing Loctite right away, or I might source them all myself. I know a really good place. I haven't decided yet. We have our final drive pinion gear and 10 spline collar and spacer already removed. You saw that in the last video. I went ahead and removed the snap ring that was on this bearing, and I have a highly scientific setup for catching the bull gear underneath here. You can see. Let's get you guys set up on the tripod and see if we can get this bearing to move. It's coming. That's encouraging. All right, we got it. We have both final drives disassembled. We have some cleanup to do now. I think what I'm going to do is load them up on Charlie's truck and buzz over to the main shop and use our parts washer. We still have not gotten our solvent in for this parts washer. It's a little frustrating, but is what it is. All right, we're over here at the very large Anthony parts washer. This thing is old school and awesome. Works very, very well. We're gonna start shuffling the parts through here. That all being said, let's roll the time lapse. All right, we've made it back out to Charlie's shop. He has done an excellent job spring cleaning. He's got the building pretty well all swept front to back. These are the behind the scenes things you guys never see. Keeps the shop looking somewhat organized. Our parts are clean, as you just watched in the video. Now you actually want to touch them and work on them. We're back to the Glipdol coating. They're looking awesome. Really, really nice. They cleaned up well. I think now we can go ahead and start miking our bearings. Some of them look like they have churned in the housings, like this one here. Looks awfully smooth. This one here as well. You can see where it has some wear spots on it from churning. This bearing as well. It's done some churning, nothing too profound, but it has worn down some. This is the original and actually looks to be in fairly good shape. However, it's really, really loose. It's went around a lot since 1966. This bearing as well has done some churning. This is our spacer that is missing for that final drive there. And Charlie made this comment: I have never seen in my life a new departure bearing. So that's kind of interesting. Odd things you see over the years. Okay, with the assistance of our digital caliper here, I really, really like this tool. Got this off of Amazon. This will do millimeters, fractions, and inches, which is awesome. Really helps guys like me out that don't do it every day. The casting that was questionable, you can see here, we have some churning action going on. I think this may have been repaired when the original bearing failed. This is not the original bearing. The measurements are 5 inches, 115 thousandths to 5 inches, 120 thousandths on the casting itself. And our bearing, the 6 different measurements that I took, all came in between 112 thousandths and 118 thousandths. With all that being said, I think this casting and this bearing, which spins awesome, it's like new, it's very tight bearing. I think it is a candidate for our green Loctite. It will take up to 15 thousandths on this. We will make sure that all of our T's are crossed and our I's are dotted with that before we glue that in there. But I think we are perfectly fine on that. All right, I finished up using the caliper on our bull gear bearing and our casting. And fortunately for us, we are sitting just about right. The average between the two right here, we had 112 thousandths to 117 thousandths on the casting. And on the bearing, we had 110 to 115, give or take. I know I'm not using quite the best tool for this, but it's working for me. I've always had good success with it. With all of that being said, I think I may go down the path of getting brand new pinion shafts and gears, bearings as well, because the ratio, I have no idea what it is, but it's probably like 5 to 1 or something like that, meaning the pinion gear has to go around 5 times to make the bull gear go around 1 time. So you really start picking up your wear on your pinion teeth. Right here, as you can see, this one has had a hard life. We've got a lot of spalling, chipping once the outer bearing had failed. It would probably run forever, but I'm in this deep. This one is in much better shape, but it still shows some wear. You can see right here, this would be the forward side. The reverse side, of course, shows much less wear. Now that I have a direction, I'm going to wrap the video up right here. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe for more. Join us on our Facebook page. The link will be in the description below, and we'll see you next time.